Oh my God. I can't believe this just happened the way it did. Oh man. I set up off of this path. I'm on private land. And I just knew that this bird was gonna come up this path. And I had been calling him for quite a while. We heard him gobbling. I had been just calling to him, scratching leaves, calling sparingly. And I just knew he was gonna come up the path. But what he did, he came in the woods right here. But I was sitting down and I was trying to turn the camera, but I mean, even if I did, you wouldn't have been able to see him. So I stayed here. He came straight into the woods. You guys heard him gobble. And then I figured that the jig was up because he started putting. So I figured he was about to get out of here. But he kept putting. So I just wasn't sure if he knew what was going on or not, or he still thought there was a hen here because he kept putting. So I hung around trying to see if I could see him. And he was still putting, walking around in here. So eventually I said, you know what, man, I'ma just stand up and see what happens. And I stood up and the bird just so happened to step into this opening. But at that time he saw me, he was getting out of here. So I put the scope on him and there we go. I literally cannot believe that this just happened like this. So I was sitting right here at this pine tree, heard him gobbling, was trying to call him up this path over here because I saw hella tracks over here, so I just knew he would probably use that path. We called him to us, but instead of using the path, he circled into the woods, which was the smart thing to do because he definitely, he figured me out, started putting, he started circling around through the stick stuff. And then I stood up and there he is. Pretty sure that's a 2-year-old bird. But since I got this bird on our property, I probably won't be doing too much more turkey hunting on this particular spot. I may try to go somewhere else, but we just don't have that many birds on our property. So once I kill one down here, I usually try to going somewhere else. But look at that, you guys. First bird for South Carolina, the 2020 season. It's crazy. And when I shot him, I was basically over here somewhere, over there by one of those pines. We threaded the needle on that one. Man, it's freaking crazy. Can't believe that worked out the way it did. But I stopped recording when he started putting because I thought the jig was up, thought the game was over. But all I had to do was stand up, and then I eventually saw him thread the needle. It's just crazy. All right, you guys. This is my first bird that I've killed that I've actually straight called to me. I guess it was a successful call because he circled around into the woods and he kind of figured me out. But I actually called this bird straight to me, and this is the first one I called to me and killed. So it's kind of a big deal. But this is a pretty nice bird. I'm not sure if it's a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, but it has some pretty good spurs on it. I'll do a couple close-ups so you guys can see. But just wanted to show them to you. You guys see them. And this is my first bird in South Carolina for the 2020 season. This was a epic hunt. Pretty bird. I just can't believe that it worked out the way it did because as soon as I pulled up and got out the car, I heard him gobbling. It's April 4th, and he was hot this morning. He was gobbling like crazy. I started working a little close to him. He still had to be a good maybe 150, 200 yards away. And I started using the WingBone call a little bit. And I think he finally heard me. And he started working closer and closer. And then, like in the video, you'll see it. I kind of got on the call a little heavy and hit it. And then he answered right back. He answered right back. And then that's when I kind of knew that he was on the way. And I just scratched a little bit. I didn't do too much calling. I would scratch a little bit, hit the WingBone every now and then. And he must have liked the way something sounded about it because he came on in. But the only thing, I kind of had a bad setup, I guess, because I was anticipating him to come up the path. I was hunting on public land a few days ago, April 1st, and I called for a Jackson to me, and they came straight up a path. So I guess I was just anticipating that that's the same thing this bird was going to do. But this is, those Jakes, and this is a Longbeard, so I guess he's lived a little while longer. He might have seen some of those tricks before. So instead of coming straight up this path, he kind of circled and came into the woods. And now I'm seeing it's more open in here than I thought it was. But he came into the woods. And, I mean, you heard him in the video. He was right next to me. Like, I saw his head come through the woods. And eventually he saw me, too, because I was trying to turn the camera around. And I think he caught that movement. And he started putting. And he started getting out of here. But he came this way into the woods a little bit more. So I guess once he saw that movement, he wasn't sure what it was. And I hit the little box call just barely to, I guess, try to keep his attention. And apparently it worked, I'm guessing. But I thought he was gone, but I kept hearing him putt. So eventually I said, you know what, I'm gonna just stand up and look. And then I saw him in this opening, and I confirmed he was a Longbeard, and I took the shot. Surprisingly, it got him. And here we are. First bird that I successfully called in and killed. Didn't get it on camera. That happens a lot. If you subscribe to my page, you're gonna realize that a lot of the shots I don't get on camera. And this one, I thought this hunt was over. When she started putting, I said, oh, it's a wrap. Turned the camera off. And here we go. I stood up, the bird was standing right over here in the open, and I shot from maybe, I don't know, there might be a 35, 40 yard shot. Here we go. This turkey season has been crazy just because of the whole coronavirus and the pandemic stuff that's going on, but I got 3 birds down fairly quickly, 2 in Florida, 1 in South Carolina. But like I say, we don't have that many birds on this piece of private property right here that I hunt. So since I killed this one, I'm probably done over here for the season. At least I'm done at this location. I'll try to find somewhere else to go, see if we can't get on a couple more birds. But I'm pretty sure we are gonna be done at my spot. And this is a good bird. So I'll show you guys a couple close-ups of them real quick. Here is my bird. Nice one, nice one. I'll measure it when I get home, but it looks like a 10-inch beard to me. Beautiful, beautiful. Nah, I'm not sure. This is either, I'm guessing this is a 2 or 3 year old bird. Not sure which one, but it's got pretty good spurs on him. All right, so now the bird is all tagged up and we ready to go. It's crazy, man. Can't believe this worked out. But we all tagged up, ready to take them all home. All right, back at the car. About to load this bird up, head home. It's kind of funny to me to just see this big old turkey on the back of a old Camry. But, it's interesting. You'd expect it to be on a truck bed or something, right? Nah, came down here in the Camry, real quiet, snuck in, got on this bird early. We called him for a while, did some scratching. He skirted us, but we got him. So, about to go ahead and put him in the trunk and we will be on the way. I guess I'm gonna need 2 hands to do that. There we have it. Wild turkey, 10-inch beard, pretty decent spurs, maybe a 2 or 3 year old turkey. The back of an old Camry. Take him home.